Hello folks, Pastor Rocky Branch. Hope you're doing well today. Have you ever considered that God looks down from heaven and beholds the work of men? That's what the Bible says. God looks down and He knows our works. He knows what we do. He knows what we don't do. He knows where we go. He knows what's going on in our lives. You know, sometimes we have what is called tunnel vision. All we can see is what we're looking at, and we forget the things around us. Or sometimes we may look to one side, maybe look to the other, maybe look up or maybe look down, but one thing for sure is God's looking straight away. Have you ever considered that God sees what you see? Wherever you go, whatever you do, God is there also. It might be important to us to consider that everything we think, every place we go, everything we do, God is watching. Well, that doesn't mean that I should be scared of God and run and hide because He can see me run and hide. He sees all, He knows all, He loves all, He cares for all. Why? Because He's God and He loves you. But what's important is to understand that He knows you. He knows what you're doing, He knows where you are, and He knows who you are. And He desires you to walk with Him. Why? Well, because He knows what's best. He knows what's best for you. He knows your direction. He knows your path. He knows where you've been. He knows where you are. He knows where you're going. And He wants to help you get to where you need to be as quickly as possible. I don't know about you, but sometimes I've looked the wrong way. I've had to take an additional trip to get where I needed to be. I don't know if you've ever done that or not, but it's not a good trip. I may be talking to somebody right now that you might have got your eyes off Jesus. And because of that, you might have fallen by the wayside. I encourage you today to come back to Him because He's watching you and He loves you. You see, sometimes people think that if they get out of church or, get somewhere else that they're out of the eyes of God. Well, we might be out of the will of God, but we're never out of the eyes of God. He cares for His own and He loves you today. Let me encourage you, God is watching, not for you to be fearful of Him, but for you to please Him, because He loves you. Be careful where you're watching, because God is always looking. God bless you, we love you, and goodbye.